Come on, somebody join me instead of watching football. I'm on Stocksbridge Bypass tonight. I'm going to do a short live. Wait till it gets a bit darker. I've got a bit of a pass for this place. It's quite a spooky place. Had a few very strange nights here, and we're doing another live tonight. Might be my last live on here for a while. I've got some technical support tonight. So if you could hear me, if you could just give me a thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. Evening, Mark. You all right? Can you hear me tonight, Mark? Is the sound okay? Thank you very much. Nice one. Thank you very much. Yeah, sometimes I have sound issues with this place. I'm supposed to be showing you surroundings, not my ugly mug. But good evening to whoever's joining me. Tic Tac Jim. I think good evening, Tic Tac Jim. I hope I'm saying that right. So yeah, a bit of an impromptu one tonight. I didn't know whether I was going to come or not tonight. I know a lot of people are watching football and that, so I didn't know whether it'd be worth it. But I do enjoy the lives. I don't do any recorded features anymore. So it's just starting to get dark. Just Jim. Oh yeah, nice one, Jim. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get many viewers. I don't get that many viewers anyway, but obviously people are watching football, which I totally understand. And I've got a bit of technical support, not because I'm scared of being here on my own, because it's such a creepy place. I actually came here once and I didn't get out of the car, so yeah, I call it technical support in the shape of my son, who was a bit camera shy and is a bit embarrassed by his dad being a ghost hunter. So we're gonna have a wander up to the platform in a bit, where there's a bench and you can see all of Stocksbridge, and we're gonna have a walk up there in a second. All right. It was just over a year ago that on a live we captured and I've said this every time I come, a strange figure walking from there in front of the car. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you did tell me about this strange story, Jim. It's really quite a strange area, this place. Right, so we're gonna have a walk up to the platform now. We'll tell you bits and bobs as we go along. So that's the actual bridge. I'll just show you. I always find lives a bit tricky because can't get my son on camera because he's a bit embarrassed by me. You're right, George. Yeah. So that's the bridge. That is the famed pylon, and it is the pylon that is said to be home to quite a few strange sightings and occurrences. There's been children witnessed under there dancing. That's if you've watched the Strange But True episode with Michael Aspel from the 90s, early 90s. It was in 87, 88 that the children were witnessed dancing by security guards under that very pylon. And I've got an audio clip from a previous group I was in, and it seems to be a child responding to team member Ailey, and it sounds for all the world like a little girl responding. So we're gonna have a wander up there in a bit. Just gonna set up now on the platform where you can see Stocksbridge and see what we get. Do a few audio experiments. So it's just starting to get dark. It's nice to do a ghost hunt where it's not cold. It's quite nice tonight. Right, so if you could just hold me that, George. If you could just carry that like that for me. Perfect. Right, we're gonna go up to the viewing area now. And it was if anybody's seen the live stream that from last April, the black figure, the hooded figure, walked from right to left in front of my car and like vanished through the gate. And again, that was on live stream. So We might get something tonight. We don't know. Car's locked in it. Right, let's wander up. You okay? Yeah. Whoops. It's all overgrown. It weren't. It's overgrown when I came last time. It's just starting to get dark. If anybody joining me, we're in the UK, and we're visiting Stocksbridge Bypass tonight. It's really overgrown, isn't it? And tonight it's pretty dead because there's obviously everybody watching World Cup. Getting some K2 around that gate a couple of weeks. Ah, yeah, you sent me the footage of that, Mark, the K2. I know the K2 is quite strong usually near the pylon, but I've never had it really strong next to the gate. So we'll have a look in a bit. I should imagine in there's probably bats. And anybody that watches my stuff knows I'm a bit scared of bats. I like owls, but I'm not very keen on bats. Yeah, Stocksbridge Bypass. Oh, look at this moon in a second. Just caught a glimpse of the spice. So this viewing platform, I'm out of breath already. And are you cold, George?
No, I'm alright.
Right. I'll zoom in. Looks a full moon. So it might be joined by a couple of loons. If you can say that anymore, but right. We'll get set up here. Right. We'll do some audio. Oops. Georgie, you just want to... I know you don't want to be on camera. So we'll set that up there. Perfect. Spooky moon. It is quite a spooky moon, that, yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do... 10 o'clock. It's bang on 10 o'clock now. Cheers. Right, come forward. If there's anybody here tonight with me, come forward and sit on the bench. Let's have a look. Like I said, there's been a couple of times where I don't even get out of my car when I've been here before. I usually get picked out when I'm parked up here. Right. Right, so if there's anybody here tonight, come and stand with me. Come and touch this instrument in my hand. That sounds rude. Come and touch this. Sounds like a game. I know I say it every time. Come and touch this box in my hand. Change the green light to amber or red. Could you do that, please? Come forward. Wind's starting to get up a bit, isn't it? Did that flicker then? I don't know if that might flicker, but it might be my movement. Ooh. On the outtakes. That's because I've got the phone near me. Come on, come forward. Come and sit on the bench next to me. Are you here tonight? Is anybody here? Bethany Taylor, yeah. Good to have you back. I thought I'd not seen you on here for a while, but welcome back. So I'm back at Stocksbridge in the UK tonight, just purely to see if I can get anything. I'm not a football fan, so I thought I'd come out and do a bit. Come on, if you can hear me or see me, this box on the bench, if you go near it, it changes colour. Can you do that? I know a lot of people frown upon these, but do you recognise that? Come on, come forward. Tell me your name. I'll show you what I've done. Right, so I've had a bit of stick about these in the past. Have you missed much? Not really. Nothing really happens on my lives. People fall over and hurt themselves, and we get chased off. Myself and Mark got chased off by some loonies last week at the top end of Derbyshire. But apart from that, I either get really good things or really bad things. So yeah, you've not really missed much, Bethany, to be honest. But that's the thing with life, you never know what you're going to get, as Forrest Gump might say. I'll just swing you over to the... Yeah, it's a spooky moon, as Mark says. So if you are just joining me, I'm in the UK, and I'm top end of Sheffield in Stocksbridge. So I have been criticised in the past before, and I think, to be honest, using these, I don't go hands-on with these, I'll be honest. I just leave them there and hope, you know, whoever or whatever is here, you know, identifies with it and makes some kind of contact. So if you are here, and if you are a religious man, if you're the monk, the famed monk, does the Ouija board offend you? Does spirit communication offend you? And it's frowned upon in the Bible. And I know people think, you know, that they're very dangerous, but it's just merely a way of us communicating. Could you come forward, please, and make yourself known? Are we okay to stay? If I'm okay to stay, touch that green light. Or if you want me to go, again, touch the green light, and we'll go. Turn that green light to red, if you can hear me. What I am going to do for a little while, I know it's not very engaging as a live, I'm going to record some pure audio. Because we're getting a lot of pure audio lately, it's quite good. And it's simply a dictaphone. Picked up a lady singing a while ago. It's Rockley Furnace. Stocksbridge Live, Andy and George. Right, there's two boxes on the bench. The one with the red light on, could you talk into that, please? Just talk in your normal voice. Are you here tonight? Come on, come forward. Just say your name into that box or show yourself on that one. Been here a couple of times. Do you recognise us? Would you like us to go? Are we okay to stay? Do anything you can to try and make contact, please. Come forward. I'm always more concerned about people hanging about. So yeah, if you are joining us tonight, we're at Stocksbridge. It's not gonna be a short one because I'm up for work and my son's up for college tomorrow. It's a difficult place to alive on your own, Stocksbridge. Come on, come forward, 'cause I'm not going to be here very long. On the bench, there's a board with the planchette. Could you move the planchette, please? It currently says yes. If you want us to move or go, move it to no or spell something out. Give us a message. Could you do that? Because I think whatever we picked up about a year ago had quite a lot of power. Have you still got power now? Could you do it? Could you move towards it? Yeah, so it's a scary sight, isn't it? Don't know if anybody's seen the footage from about a year ago on one of the live streams. And it sounds a bit dramatic, but I actually packed in doing this, ghost hunting for want of a better word, packed in for an entire year and didn't do it. So I must have been fairly convinced that there was something, things happening around my house, but that's a risk you take. Ron Goddard, is this the kind of stuff you do, Ron? You do, Ron. This kind of stuff you do? Yes, I think we're going to have a walk up to the pylon, and I'll show you why you can't rely on the K2 because it's very powerful up there. But like Mark said earlier, he were getting some around the gate, which is quite unusual. So if you have spoke to me on my little box, thank you very much. There's just over 3 minutes of audio. I'll give you another minute and then we'll walk up to the pylon. Are you here this evening? Is there anybody here? Is the monk here? The shadowy figure that we saw? There's also tales of dancing and singing children under the pylons that were featured. And it obviously convinced the security guards to such an extent that they wouldn't work on site. And a couple of coppers turned up in a patrol car and they were scared off. Is that what you do? Do you try and scare people away? See, the stories regarding if you're the monk that you were buried outside sacred ground and it made you unhappy, is that true? If you can see the crucifix near the little machine, you won't recognize any of that technology, but if you obviously recognize the crucifix. If you recognize that symbol, could you touch that green light, please? Right, what we're going to do is I'm going to go up, excuse my backside. Thank you if you have spoken to me. Right, so I'm going to go up to the pylon. Okay. Yeah. You okay to hold that up? Just that way, so I don't also. Yeah, you're okay to do that? Yeah. Perfect. So we've not left anything, have we? Well, did you hear something then? No. Thought I heard something. No? Right, okay. I'm getting jumpy already, but apparently there one out there. Stocksbridge by night. Lovely and peaceful, and as of yet, no ghosts. Just you farting. Must have been a loud one because I heard it. I heard something. Right, so we've not left anything up there, have we? In fact, I'm going to take you down to a bench that we did a bit of K2 on last year, if I can get to it. Quite overgrown. It is just starting to get dark. So it's 10:15. So it's not going to be a mega long one. But it's always intriguing me, this place, after what I saw. And I've always wanted to come back. I've been back a couple of times. But in the last couple of visits, I haven't really, if I'm being honest, really got anything. You okay, George?
Yeah.
So apparently Mark got K2 near the gate. I'll show you the bench before we go. Right, so the last one I did live with George, when we saw the figure, I also did a bit of K2 and calling out down here. I'm getting right jumpy around here, me. I don't know why. Getting K2, look, but is it because? One second, I can't see you now, George, so you're all right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse my camera work, but as I say, it's live, so it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky to do things live. Change of plan. George, could you just put that stuff down for us?
Yeah.
And just film me sat on the bench next to the... Just get it like that, look, yeah?
Okay.
Just keep it like that. Cheers. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so if there's anybody here tonight, could you come and sit next to me on the bench? You can see the crucifix. If you're the gentleman or the monk that were here last year. We did see you, but we didn't see you until we got home. Could you come forward and make yourself known? Touch that green light. Do anything you can to make yourself known. Is what we're doing dangerous? Is it frowned upon? Come forward and sit next to me. Right, what I'm going to do. Cheers.
All right.
Thank you very much. I might do a spirit box session, a very short one. Come on, come forward. Luke. Come on, come forward. Did you just say my name? Just say my name. My name's Andrew. Can you say Andrew? Is what we're doing dangerous? Is what we're doing dangerous? Did we see you last year on the live stream? Right, that's the only means of communication you've got on the bench. Come and talk to us. Say hello. I don't know whether are you trying to... Have you said Edward a couple of times? I don't know. I might be hearing Edward. If your name's Edward, come and talk to me. Are you trying to say Edward? If you're trying to say Edward, try and touch that green light. Is your name Edward? Come on, come forward and talk to me. So that's what we did last year. We did a short session, that's hard to say, short session on here. So we're going to go up to the pylon. So if you could just grab the Ouija board. Yeah. As I say, the camera work's not brilliant because doing the live can be quite tricky. You've not left anything. Hello, if you're just joining us, we're at Stocksbridge tonight in Sheffield, or near Sheffield. We've been here a few times before and got some quite strange footage. So if you are a new viewer, welcome aboard. If you could subscribe. I don't have many subscribers, but I do enjoy what I do, and I hope you enjoy it too. I'm just watching what I'm doing because it's quite overgrown. So yeah, according to Mark, a fellow investigator that you would have seen on my previous videos, around this gate we get quite a bit of K2. I'm just going to show you the moon again. So I come out tonight because obviously I can blame low viewing figures on football on the World Cup, and it doesn't damage my ego as much. So I've got my son with me tonight, but I'm not filming my son because he's a bit embarrassed. George, if you just stand to one side 1 second. If you just come behind me 1 sec.
Okay.
Right, what we're going to do is, bear in mind this is made of metal. So Mark got quite a bit of K2 around here. So I'm going to stick it there. And I'm going to stand back. So it could just be that it's made of metal. I think it's probably because it's made of metal, but I don't know. Could you just hold that onto there, George? 1 sec. I think when I move it away from me, it's going to calm down a bit. Yeah, look. You're still on, yeah? If you are here tonight, could you come and touch my hand and change that green light to amber or red? Oh, I didn't get a pip. I used to get a pip off Looney's. I'm disappointed. Come on, come forward and touch my hand. Are you here tonight? Would you like us to go? If so, touch that in my hand and we'll go.
Dad, you may run about that gate.
This one?
Yeah.
Ah, that's the gate where we saw the figure. Thank you for that, Mark. Right, 1 second then. That makes sense then, doesn't it? Yeah, if you just want to follow me, George.
Right.
I didn't know that. Well, that makes a lot more sense then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that off you in 1 second. Cheers, bro. It's like being an octopus, isn't it? So, the gate is this one then, which would make more sense. That's the gate that the figure passed through. Yeah, this one, Mark, yeah? Right. 1 second. That makes a lot more sense. Right. Right. I don't know whether you know, but you appear to walk through this very gate, and we saw you. And my friends picked up on you. Is that true? Are you here tonight? Touch the green light. Come forward. My breath. I must admit, there is a part of me that, especially around here, knowing what I know and having the experience I've had here, you're just watching the things, yeah? That it is something you shouldn't be dabbling with. Right, I'm going to put a symbol in. It's purely a symbol. I don't mean any disrespect. Do you recognise that? George, just hold it on to there a sec.
Right.
Just 1 second. I'm just going to put some stuff in car.
Right.
Maybe 2 seconds. 2 seconds. K2.
Nah.
So, was there a reason you're holding back? Come on, come forward and touch that green light. I don't know if you know that people see you. Do you just want to be seen? Do you just want to be known that you're still here? You know, do you still practice your faith? Are you still unhappy? Yeah, thank you, Bethany. Should stream late tomorrow night, the full outing. So thank you very much. Hopefully see you later. Right, we're gonna have a walk up to the pylon. Right. I've never been down there, I don't think. So the K2 were flashing then, but I think that's purely because of the phone. Obviously, you've got to be careful with signals and that. You okay?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to do one in the couple of minutes at the pylon. So if you just want to walk in front of me so you're not on camera.
Right.
And I'll keep it back facing. Got a camera shy son that's embarrassed by his ghost hunting dad. So if you are joining me, I'm at Stocksbridge in the UK. It's supposedly the UK's second most haunted road. It's always tricky doing a live here because I don't want to dazzle people on the bypass and cause more accidents. And obviously, I don't want to get my son on camera. But it's a strange place. As I said before, if you're just joining me, that there are a couple of instances where I don't even get out of the car. Somebody there, Joe, somebody coming. Somebody there, look. Somebody coming out in there. Somebody parked up.
Yeah.
Could be fellow ghost hunters, couldn't it? We'll have a nosy. Let's see what's happening. So yeah, that's the bypass. I'm really out of breath. We can't go up to people parked in cars in laybys and say, "Are you hunting ghosts?" It is quiet tonight. I think it's because of football. Yeah, it's quiet tonight because of football, I think. I thought I'd come out and do an hour because I don't like football. I think I'll get them on camera. Yeah, but that's the pylon where the children dance and sing. We have got a recording of a little girl saying hello. And I will find that out. She said hello to Ailey. Ailey said, "Is there anybody here? Can you say hello?" And the little girl says hello. And it was about 4 years ago under that very pylon. It's a beautiful night. But there is somebody parked up there, so I'm going to wait for a moment, see what's happening. Might be lovers, you don't know. Romance is still not, still alive and well. So yeah, behind me is the pylon where they were singing and dancing. And in a moment, I'm going to hopefully. In fact, do you know what I might do? Should we drive the car up and down, see if we get anything?
Can do.
You can film, yeah?
Yeah.
And then hopefully. Right. I always have a backup plan. Yeah, so if you want to walk in front of us again.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so what we're going to do now is then. I'm going to drive and my son's going to film. This is how we captured what we captured last time. If you've seen the live stream from a year ago, it was the worst live stream I've ever done. About 40 odd minutes of, really bad ghost hunting, for want of another word. And right at the end of this live stream from just over a year ago, it's the weirdest thing I've ever caught on camera. So, like I say, I gave up ghost hunting, for want of a better word, for just over a year. Came back on the anniversary. And it was a fellow postman that got me into ghost hunting again. We got talking, we got sat in the van talking. Said, what are you into? I says, classic cars. I like cars. He says, I go to the gym. And he says, I also, and I said to him, as a throwaway comment, because you can't really be serious about it. I says, I'm also into paranormal. And he says, let me stop you there. Show me his phone. Show me this picture on his phone. He came here with a friend. Something stood behind the car. And in the early hours of the morning, they got a feeling they was being watched. And they drove off. So yeah, I think it's definitely something around here. There's definitely something strange. But we are going to drive. But we're going to be safe because my son's going to do this filming. You can jump in now, Georgie, if you want. And we're going to see if we get anything. This is why it's a treat. This is why you need someone with this one, because it's a good one to do driving. A bit of driving at, but you can't drive and film because it's not legal. So sorry about my ugly mush in shot all the time, but it's quite a difficult one to do. Right, so then, if you could, oh yeah, let me show you this. So Ecto 1 has just gone over 100,000 miles today. So I've got to. So if you film the road, yeah,
Yep.
I'm going to go up and down the road. I know this is probably going to make for very dull if you keep it still as you can.
Right.
Because it was George's camera work last time that caught whatever it were in that very gate in front of us. I should put my lights on. Barrel star, here we go. Right. Yeah, everything okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect, let's have a look. Yeah, so if you just film it how we did last time. It's going to be a very short one tonight, like I say. For some reason as well, when I get down to the bottom of this place, in the past I had to jump out and walk around the car because it feels like you've got flat tyres. Just down here. I don't know if I have to have a look. I don't know if it's changing material on the road or what, but it just feels as though around about here. It feels alright tonight. So we're going to go back up hill, George, yeah?
Okay.
I might go to the pylon if they've gone by the time I get up. So yeah, there's quite a few stories to what the monk might be, but it's all hearsay and there's not much really documented about it. Some people said there were a church here, very few centuries ago, and when the monk died, he wasn't buried within the church ground and he just wandered, not very happy. And then the stories about the children are from, once as a children's home, once as he obviously worked in the mines, which would have been feasible because of the age of them, and obviously there would have been a lot of mines around here at one stage. So it's an ordeal to get up this as well. It always screams. So I did want to go under the pylon. It's still there. So up to top of it. Doing like Ghostbusters. Might just be normal people. There are still some about art. Any more comments yet? So if we drive the car off this cliff, we'll become ghosts. So this is really tight corner, so I've got to be careful. I'll just stick it up here and spin it round. But yeah, if you want to take a look at the footage, the one of my last videos, not the lives, but the last videos, I did a bit of a feature on it and an explanation of what it was, even though I don't know myself. I give a bit more background on it. It seems to be lately that we're catching things that are quite strange, but catching them on lives. Because obviously, if you do a pre-recorded video, it takes you ages and you have to listen through things. And sometimes you get nothing, but on the lives, it happens as it happens, if it happens. So I think last time we came, we spun round here. In fact, we spun round where the pylon is. If you just get pylon in, we just done a vigil there. We did the Ouija board under there as well. Spun the car around where these people are now and drove down here and stopped at the bottom here. It's under 5 minutes here at the moment. But a lot of people said that I shouldn't be using Ouija board, and I must admit, I only got it for I did a pub investigation a couple of years ago, and I got it for that because obviously there were a group of people that have used it, but it has caused me a bit of bother, I'll be honest. I've probably told, if you've watched this before, we'll wait for those people to go. Switch me car off. 1 second. Right. Switch the engine off. Right, if I could just take that back. 1 second. Cheers. So yeah, it was on a live stream and it came, for all intents and purposes, from there, in front of the car, right at the end of the live stream, and it went through that gate there. And I've never seen anything like it. Weird, because I would have thought you would have seen something if there was somebody hanging about in them. In fact, I'll show you. You all right here? Just 2 minutes. I'll show you. I would have thought you would see somebody hanging about in bushes because it's really thick. It's really like overgrown, and that spooky figure is me. That's my shadow. So it would have had to jump up from there and run really fast through that very gate there. So it's a weird one. A weird one. It's still no explanation to it. Still really quite strange. Are you all right in just 2 minutes? I'm not going to be long. Just want to see if they're at pylon. See, the monk is said to stand on the bridge. See anything? Oh, was that a bat? Oh, it's a bat. Right. So I might do one final pass, see if we can get to the pylon. We might call it a night. But it's always good to look back because but more often than not lately, we've been getting audio, even without gadgets and toys. Right. I think they might have gone, them people, Georgie. So I might, once you can get up to pylon, do a very quick one there, and then we'll get off. So you okay to film road again?
Yeah.
So I'll show you this every time I come out. Anybody that's watched it before. But there's a reason you can't use K2 evidence up near the pylon because it's just constantly on because it's that strong. And I wondered. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but there's something called infrasound. It's like when you put a PlayStation on or an Xbox. There's a warning that says, don't be on it too long because you get seizures. So I wondered if, the sheer power of the electricity around makes people feel as though they're being watched, or there's something there. Perhaps it's creating something, an energy. I don't know. But it's possible. As long as you don't create a big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, we'll be all right. But yeah, if you want to watch that footage, it is really weird, and it's made all the more weird that it was actually caught on a live stream. It weren't edited in afterwards, obviously, because you can't do that with live streams. It's not AI because I ain't got a clue with AI. It's genuine and it's really strange. And I don't think we'll ever replicate anything like that again. I don't think we'll come out and replicate what we did because it was just so strange. I don't think we'll ever encounter anything like that again. Until recently, I didn't want to do that anyway. So I don't know if they're still there or not. They're still there. Right, so yeah, I think we'll go up here, spin round because I don't think we're gonna get to go there tonight, are we? They're getting out for some reason. I think they're Ghostbusters. I think that's what they're doing. I reckon, don't you? It's weird, isn't it?
I think one of them are eating someone.
We're
I think so.
great, so we might have to for, well, how long have we been on now, George? About 40 odd minutes?
45, yeah.
5. Right, so like I said before, there's no guarantees with this kind of thing, so I don't think anything's happened tonight. I might be wrong. There might be something on it somewhere along the line, but I don't think there's going to be anything as dramatic as we captured before, and I don't think we ever will again. But if you have enjoyed it, it is real, and sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's really boring. But it's still better than football. If you look at that for a view, can you see that, though?
Beautiful, innit?
It's nice, isn't it? I know when I first come here, that just amazed me. That it just looks really nice. So yeah, Stocksbridge Bypass. I would like to do an overnight one here. Camp out and just do a full night here, because that would be quite good. I might do that in summer. So we've got a tent, haven't we? That'd be good. Just a full night and film the full night and not have a break. Bye, Mr. Ghostbuster. He's got more subscribers. I bet he has. So I'll pull up and do one final sign off and then we'll get off. So he's not going to make an appearance tonight, I don't think. No. He would have shown his face by now, wouldn't he? Oops. 1 second. Cheers. So yeah, that's just about it. Nothing tonight. No spooky figures. I hope you have enjoyed it. I enjoy it, and I just think that everybody else enjoys it as much as I do, but I'm a bit boring. Ooh. So yeah, we're hoping to do a pile-on video. I should have done that early on, really. But if it's the first time you've watched me and you have enjoyed it, thank you very much. Consider subscribing. I don't sell tat, and I don't, sell anything. I find this interesting, and I hope you do too. So if you have joined me, thank you very much, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. I'll be out again probably midweek, or if not, I'm usually out Sundays. So thank you very much, and hopefully see you soon. Thank you.